the founders of Patriots for Veterans. It is an organization that has made a name for itself amongst our greatest generation, veterans of World War II. And I present to you Spencer and Laura Defty. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks, Max. Thanks for having us.
Good morning, Max, and happy Mother's Day to all those mothers of all of our warriors and great citizens of the U.S.
Thanks very much. So we know each other very well, and for the tens of us listening in the audience, they may not. So let's do a little bit of background about each of you, because you're both California natives, right?
Yes.
And that's a rarity these days in California. It's a lot of transplants. So who wants to go first? Quick, where you're from, what you've been doing, where you grew up, all that.
I was born in Auburn, California. Went to Placer High School and met Spencer after college, and we moved to Woodland, have 3 children, and
they're not here today.
And they're not here. They're sleeping in.
Oh, I would have woken them up. They were welcome to come. I would have put them on the radio, too.
Oh,
They could have bragging rights to all their friends. And you're a California native, too, right, Spencer?
Yes, I am. I was born in Palo Alto, California, and grew up in little town of Hillsburg over on the coast. Moved up here and finished high school at Davis, did a little bit of college there, and then met Laura, started a business, and we've been very blessed in our business endeavors, and started Patriots for Veterans 5 years ago.
Yep, I was going to say this is the 5th year coming into the event, right? And our producer's coming in here because something's wrong. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Anyway,
so
adjusting the microphone. So you had the 5th year event, and it has grown quite a bit.
Yes, it has. It really has. It started as just a simple, basic idea we had because Laura and I knew several World War II veterans, and we thought it'd be nice to have a barbecue and put them all together. And that idea blossomed into we'd throw a party in their honor, and we set it up the first year. And we really, at the end of the day of the first year, we teamed with the Collings Foundation, who has the Memorial Flying Service that flies a B-24 and a B-17 and a B-25, and they have a Mustang, and they happen to be in the area, so we coordinated with them to be at our local airport, and we raised money through private donations to give these guys an opportunity to go for a ride on a bomber, and it was a big smash. And
right.
At the end of the day, both my wife and I never really realized what we were going to get back out of it. It was truly, truly a blessing to us to be able to have this party and to have the gratitude and the affection of those people that are giants.
That's true. We're on the air this morning with Spencer and Laura Defty, who are the founders of Patriots for Veterans, which is an organization that has made a name for itself, celebrating World War II veterans and having this nice private event on their ranch in Woodland, California. And so right from the get-go, did you have the vision that this was something that you guys were going to want to do over and over again, or after the first time, when did you realize that you guys wanted to do it again? We'll try with Laura.
Well, after the first year, we didn't have any idea that it would be an annual event until everybody came to us up after and said, "Oh, I hope you have it again next year." So we're like, well, I guess we can't let everybody down. We better have it again. And I know that it's something that touches us so dearly because the thank you notes and the appreciation from the veterans was just overwhelming. And Spencer and I got so much more out of it than we ever could put into it. And so we just knew that we would have to do it again.
How many veterans did you guys have the first time you did this?
The first year we had about over 85 World War II veterans,
right.
And then their guests. A lot of them, some of their spouses have passed, so their caregiver, their son or their daughter would bring them. And like Laura said, at the end of the day, as they were leaving, they were like, "Wow, this was the best party! Can't wait for next year." And we kind of looked at each other. Next year,
right.
So yeah, it was. But there was. It's hard to explain, but really, we're just the avenue, and it's God working through us, giving back to our community. I mean, there's just a certain touch about this party that comes in, as you've been there for the 5 years. And it's just really, really something that we feel is a necessary thing to do, to say thank you to these people that have given not only our country but the world prosperity and freedom and security.
For sure. And then in terms of attendance, I guess, by World War II veterans, because when I tell people about the number of World War II veterans that show up, their jaws drop open because we're losing so many veterans each day, just because you can't outrun time. Last year, we'll kind of give a mulligan because there was a weather delay for last year's event. But the year before that, you had like 100 and something. I mean, over 100 and how many did you guys have?
Actually, last year we increased numbers, so it's kind of tough because there, like you say, there's this huge attrition every year. We lose so many of these folks, and so we have this attrition value. But as the word spreads to different communities, as one veteran comes, they tell another, and so we've increased our numbers. Last year we had, I think, our highest amount of numbers, and we were at about 180 veterans.
Wow!
Last year.
180 World War II veterans in one spot under one tent for an afternoon.
Yes,
enjoying some great barbecue, by the way,
and my wife's great desserts.
That's true. The desserts, because you usually do like the apricot cobbler or
we usually use some kind of fresh fruit crisp and then a cake. So
when we're fortunate enough,
all homemade.
When we're fortunate enough to have we have an orchard on our ranch, and we have the party on our ranch, and so when we're fortunate enough to have a good crop, we use the apricots. If not, she makes some other tasty dessert.
Right. We're on the air this morning with Spencer and Laura Defty. They are the founders of Patriots for Veterans. They have a nonprofit that they've established which raises funds to have a barbecue celebration for World War II veterans on their ranch in Woodland, California. We're going to take a break in a minute here, and then we're going to come back. We're going to discuss the activities that are going on at this event, how you can participate, donate, get involved, that whole type of thing, and we'll take it from there. So we'll take a quick break. My name is Max Ramsey, and you are listening to Veteran Radio.
Got an older air conditioner, folks? It can be like driving cross-country this summer in a car with 200,000 or 300,000 miles on it. You drive with your fingers crossed because you know it's probably going to break down on you. You just don't know when. Big Mountain can help with a 16-SEER heating and air conditioning replacement for only $49.97. Installed net cost in any residential size, that's 2, 3, 4, or 5 ton. That's just $49.97 while they last. If you can't afford replacement, you really need Big Mountain's $69 2-for-1 comprehensive AC and furnace rejuvenation on 10-plus-year-old systems will keep your old system in tip-top shape this summer and next winter. Guaranteed against breakdown, or we'll refund your $69. Details at bigmountainair.com or call 925-7680 for the $49.97 replacement or $69 annual furnace and AC rejuvenation. That's 925-7680 or check bigmountainair.com.
Jim Franklin Live, now 2 to 4, Saturday and Sunday afternoons on 1380 KT.
Woodland Motors. Hey, good morning, everybody, and it's Mother's Day, and if you've been wondering what to do with your mom, why don't you take a visit to your local Outback Steakhouse and try some of the juicy signature sirloins for a nice lunch today or dinner with mom tonight. You can also try their succulent lobster tail paired with a dressed baked potato. Try the steak of your choice, shrimp dinner. You get to try the signature sirloin and your choice of grilled shrimp or barbecued shrimp, coconut shrimp, 2 freshly made sides, all for $1 down under price. The local Outback has the perfect gift for moms. And now through June 17th, if you purchase $50 in gift cards, you'll receive a free $10 bonus card to use on your next visit. Outback Steakhouse starts every day fresh to create flavors that you mates crave. All new creations are grilled classics and made fresh daily using only the highest quality ingredients sourced from around the world. Visit Outback.com, find your local Outback. It's always fresh in the Outback.
Your one-stop shop for sales, parts, and service. Just 5 minutes from the airport, 10 minutes from Davis, and 15 minutes from downtown Sacramento, right off I-5 and Route 113. May is GM's Military Appreciation Month with special additional discounts for active, reserve, or retired service members and their spouses. For a limited time, get 0% for 60 months or up to $5,000 off a new 2012 Chevy or GM truck. Get up to $5,000 off a new 2012 Chevy Malibu. In the market for for something pre-owned? Woodland Motors has a huge red tag markdown on select certified pre-owned GM vehicles and other quality imports and domestics. View the entire inventory online at woodlandmotors.com. Woodland Motors participates in Miles, the military installment loan and educational services that will put you in a new car or truck that fits your budget and suits your needs. Woodland Motors, 1680 East Main Street in Woodland. Call toll-free 800-244-8022. Woodland Motors, your one-stop shop for sales, parts, and service. woodlandmotors.com.
You are listening to Veteran Radio. My name is Max Ramsey. We are on the air this morning with the founders of Patriots for Veterans, Spencer and Laura Defty out of Woodland, California. This organization has dedicated itself to celebrating the achievements of the greatest generation, our World War II veterans. And we talked a bit about the background, but let's talk a bit about what's coming up for this year. Always have lots of activities. I have airplanes, antique tractors, vehicles, cars,
Military
vehicles.
Yeah, and then we also have a couple of really nice displays of period correct weapons, all different rifles from European theater to the South Pacific, both Japanese and American.
Right.
There's French and Italian and German on display, and then we have some military vehicles show up every year.
Yep.
And we'll have some World War II fighters flying the show. And this year we're going to have a nice ad in a H-1 Huey that's fully restored from the Vietnam era, and he will be actually flying rides for our donors so that we can raise a little money. That's one of the things we added last year to the component was we have a local family in Woodland, California, this family of Sergeant James Ariave of Woodland, California, who gave his life in service of our country in Iraq in 2005. And he has 3 children, Vanessa, Natalie, and Jimmy, who Jimmy never got the opportunity to meet his father. But we've been raising money to endow those children with educational opportunities, both primary and secondary.
Right. And you've and that's still through a partnership with Folds of Honor?
Yes, correct.
Yep.
So you can...
Yeah,
we team with Folds of Honor.
Right, and Folds of Honor is an organization that dedicates itself to scholarships to the children of fallen service members. It's more than just a check. They get deep involved and help shepherd the kids to keep them on their game throughout their schooling. And they can be reached through foldsofhonor.org. One of the things I liked about this event that you guys hold is that it is media free. You don't have the TV cameras or the newspaper people jumping around and getting everybody's faces talking about things like that. This is essentially a private party on private property, and it's a nice big ranch, got a huge tent set up, the whole gamut, and you have planes flying overhead, and you have the displays. What other activities are going on, Laura, and food-wise? Any special treats this year?
Well, we do have a really special treat that Spencer and I were fortunate to listen to. It was a live performance from the Honeybees, and it's these 3 wonderful, beautiful young girls or women, and they sing World War II era music, and it's just unbelievable how wonderful they are.
So they all harmonize that and bring back that period sound.
So they're going to be performing to them
right
at the event.
And then there's also live and silent auction. That's part of the fundraising for both Patriots for Veterans and Folds of Honor, right? Yeah.
So the money raised there goes directly to continuing the tribute to our World War II veterans. This year we've added Korean War veterans, so for any of your listeners out there, Korean War and World War II veterans are allowed in free, and they can bring one guest free of charge, and they can come. And so the Folds of Honor group, for your listeners, some of you may have heard of what's called Patriot Golf Day.
Yeah.
And that is directly tied to the Folds, where you put $1 in for your round on that day, and they raise $3 million on that day for this educational opportunities for our veterans. So yeah, it's a great deal, and we'd love to have people come out and support. We ask a $75 donation. They'll also be in the auction and raffle. We'll be auctioning off some guns and period type. There's the old porcelain plaques and
right
period pictures and posters,
antiques or reproductions. You guys have the firing range going this year?
Yes, we
Yeah.
do. We'll have a 50 cal on the firing range
Yep.
and the M1 Grand on the firing range, and you'll be able to compete for raffle tickets for a raffle item which will be a gun.
Nice. And for those of you that, and when he says 50 caliber, we're talking about the Ma Deuce, the M2 50 caliber. So if you've never got a chance, no, you can't hold this in your hand. It's on a tripod. It's got two handles behind it. And you put your thumb on the butterfly switch and knock those rounds down range. It is a true kick to fire. I've had the privilege of actually firing it in combat, so it's pretty sharp. And so you can buy bullets as part of the donation, right? For that,
so that'll be part of a raffle auction item, it'll be a raffle item, and so you'll be able to you'll buy in for say a $40 fee to buy in, and you get a shoot, and that'll get you so many raffle tickets, and then we'll have targets to shoot at, and depending on how you shoot, for instance, with the M1 Grand, you might be able to get more tickets to put into the raffle.
Sure.
If you're a better shot.
So, for those that are pinching their wallets and they're thinking $75 for a ticket just so I can get in and enjoy the time, where does the money go? How put them at ease so they feel good about that?
Well, one of the things that is unique about our organization, it's 100% driven by volunteers. We don't have any paid staff at all. 100% of the funds go right back to the charity, which is fairly rare. We're a fairly small charity by comparison. Right. And the reason why we teamed with Folds was for the same reason. They're a large charity raising $5 to $8 million a year, and they still have a 95% plus going back to the children.
Right. Very low overhead.
Yeah, they keep it low, and they're really doing the yeoman's work out there. And so that money goes directly back. Last year we raised $25,000 in the auction and the raffle that went directly towards the Ariave family. We have their primary education handled at a Christian school that they go to. So they were taken care of all the way through high school. Now we're going to work on the endowment fund for their college moving forward.
And the website for Patriots for Veterans is patriotsforveterans.com.
That's correct.
And you guys have done a major overhaul on that website.
Yeah, just recently we're trying to make it a little bit more easier, user-friendly for everyone.
Right, and you have pictures from previous events on there.
That's correct.
And they're worth checking out because this is not some, barbecue. We have a couple of Weber grills spinning hot dogs. This is, industrial strength, big time barbecue with tri-tip steaks all around. Chicken. Are you going to have any ribs or anything? No famous Spencer Defty ribs.
No. We'll have chicken and tri-tip. We'll do about 500 pounds of tri-tip and about 300 pounds of chicken.
Wow.
And Laura makes all the salad and all the desserts. And we have another family who comes over, and they set up a big kettle and bake the beans right there on site. So we have baked beans that are homemade as well. And it's just a wonderful party. It's a good day to be an American.
Very nice. It is an outstanding event. If you've been thinking about this, and I have no problems endorsing this myself, just having been there so many times, this is a place that does it right. It is not meant for fanfare to provide publicity. It's a private event. Everybody comes out there. They're well taken care of. Really good food. Nice period pieces. The firing range is just so worth it. Come on down and link up with the guys and shoot some guns. The live and silent auction is very enticing because you always have good things to sell there. You can learn more about it at patriotsforveterans.com. Tickets are a donation of $75 per person. It is well worth it. And, we'll take it from there. Any parting thoughts that you'd like to share about?
Well, just in case nobody has to get on the computer, we also could give them our phone number if they want to call and leave a message. And
sure, go ahead.
It's 530-662-2042.
Say it again.
530-662-2042.
So there you have it. You have the website, patriotsforveterans.com, and Spencer has some parting thoughts. We have about a minute.
And one last thought. For those of you listeners that are listening that don't feel like you have other engagements and you can't attend, you're more than welcome to make a donation. It will go directly to this, and we appreciate all those people who have given so kindly and so generously to these veterans.
That's outstanding, folks. I really appreciate you guys coming in. Spencer and Laura Defty, Patriots for Veterans, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Max, for your
It's outstanding work that they do. Some hard tasks accomplished. and it has got them deeply involved with the community, certainly so that you may have heard of this event before. Certainly the World War II veterans have. So join them. That's coming up on June, when is it happening?
16th.
June 16th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
It's a Saturday.
PatriotsForVeterans.com. My name is Max Ramsey, and this is Veteran Radio.